Just a rebel with a lightsaber dream. Lost my hand, lost my friend, lost my self-esteem.
Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are in for a special treat because we're going to be doing something completely different, completely out of character for us. Today, we are going to be discussing my top 5 things that I like within the sequel trilogy. Boo! I know. Star Wars nerd, you always talking shit on the sequels. What the fuck? Well, I'm going a different direction. I'm going to watch each movie individually, and we're going to do a video on each 3 movies, and we're going to talk about 5 things that I actually like in the sequel trilogy. So, yeah. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. Force Awakens was easily the easiest one for me to come up with 5 things. The next 2, yeah, it's going to be very hard. But don't worry. Don't worry. For those of you who are pissed that I'm going to be talking anything good about the sequels, I'm going to be doing the same type of video with the prequels, except I'm going to be doing 5 things that I don't like about the prequels and the original trilogies.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So, stay tuned for those types of videos. So, let's go ahead and get started with The Force Awakens. Now, this one is personally my favorite of the 3 movies for the sequel trilogy. It was the last and first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters with my grandpa. Yes, he showed me all the original movies and like the prequel trilogy on VHS and DVD, and my mom took me to go see Revenge of the Sith. But this was one that me and him got to see in theaters together. And instead of rambling, let's go ahead and talk about the movie. For number 5, I love the chemistry between For number 5, I love the chemistry between Foe and Pin. Foe and fucking Pin. For number 5, I love the chemistry between Poe and Finn. From the first time that I watched this movie to this most recent rewatch. Every time they interact with each other, it feels like 2 long-lost best friends reuniting with each other, even though this is the first time that they have talked and met and anything, really, in this movie. And I love it. From when they steal the TIE fighter to when they are taking down the cannons on the Star Destroyers, and everything about that is amazing. It makes me smile, and I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. From the moment that we think that Poe is dead, I mean, I hated that. I didn't like it. I wanted Finn to stick around, and then obviously later on in the movie at Maz Kanata's, we get the greatest fucking scene aside from Poe drifting a fucking X-wing in The Last Jedi. We get Finn freaking out, you know, that's one hell of a pilot.
That's one hell of a pilot! Woo-hoo!
And we see Poe just doing like Anakin and Luke style fighting. You know, that is just fucking awesome. I get so excited and I feel like a kid every time that I rewatch this movie. I love Poe and Finn. As you saw in the bloopers, I kept trying to call them Foe and Pin, so obviously I like these characters. I loved their interactions, and I kind of wish that we got to see more of that. And I wish they kept the same type of storyline going in the next 2 movies that they set up for some of these characters, but this isn't that type of video. For number 4, keeping up with the Poe Dameron love, how about that opening scene in The Force Awakens whenever we get Kylo Ren being taunted by that old man that gave Poe the map to Luke Skywalker, and he just does the most Han Solo shit. He sees the old guy get slashed down, and he immediately pulls out the fucking blaster and just fires at him. And then we get one of the most badass scenes in the entire sequel trilogy of Kylo Ren stopping that blaster bolt and freezing Poe in his place. And Poe even has this look of what the actual fuck is going on. This is insane. Because it is insane. The dude literally just stopped an entire blaster bolt and froze Poe and keeps the blaster bolt frozen until Finn is looking at him and he's like, and then he walks away and then he does like the scare tactic and nearly shoots. And dude, I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that scene. It's such a great visual representation of what they can do with the Force. And George has done great things. Disney's done great things with visualizing that, from this to multiple different things throughout the entire sequel trilogy, through some of their projects like with Kenobi and Ahsoka, and then obviously like recently with the Acolyte, like the whole Force bubble when Torbit, like we talked about that in the Acolyte video. I loved it. I absolutely loved that. Am I a fan of Poe's opening lines while he's talking to Kylo Ren? No, absolutely not. But everything surrounding that, amazing. And I fucking love it. It's so good and I wish we got more of it. I'm going to talk about the music for number 3, and this kind of is talking about it for all 3 movies. John Williams absolutely cooked. He cooked in all 9 movies. Like, we've got so many iconic themes from him. And honestly, I'm even in the movies I don't like, he cooked with the music. I mean, I might talk a lot of shit about Rey's character and the writing for Rey, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I like Rey's theme music. Her music is so catchy and upbeat, and I just love it. I don't know what it is about it. Honestly, it is like her theme is just honestly like my favorite of all the new themes for the sequel trilogy. I mean, yes, we got Kylo Ren, we got the updated Binary Sunset, we got updated Force theme. We got some like updated versions of the music, but there's just something about Rey and Kylo's themes that they just stand out to me, and I love it. I genuinely do not understand what it is about them that makes me love them, what gravitates me towards them, what basically has a hold on me. I don't know. Maybe it's the dyad in the Force that they are, but those two themes, they just go hand in hand. Like, honestly, dude, like, they're pretty up there on my music ranking. So stay tuned for ranking of the Star Wars music. John Williams he knew what to do with all 3 of these movies, and it shows, and I absolutely love it. Matter of fact, for my number 2 spot, we're gonna actually keep up talking good things about Rey.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Honestly, of all the movies, The Force Awakens has the best version of Rey for me, in my opinion. And yes, episode 8 does give her the best outfit that she wears in all 3 movies, but episode 7, the introduction to her character, the mystery behind her character, like what the fuck is going on, like why does she want to get off Jakku, who left her on Jakku, that's all awesome, that's all amazing. And I mean, she basically is obsessed with the Star Wars lore. She literally lives in an AT-AT walker. She scavenges all these Star Destroyers from the Battle of Jakku. I know I talk a lot of shit about her and her character and her story from episode 9 and all that, and I'm going to talk a little bit about episode 8 right now. I do like the fact that they set her up to be a nobody. I like that fact about Rey, that her parents were nobody, that they just left her on Jakku. we could have just been. I was so happy with that. The Force does not just flow through Kenobi's, Palpatine's, fucking Amidala's, shit like that. Like, no, it doesn't. The Force flows through everybody. So I enjoyed what they did with her character, like setting that up in episode 8. I know we're talking about episode 7, so let's get back to that. She is in awe and amazement when she realizes that Han Solo is the Han Solo, the smuggler, the Millennium Falcon, the ship that made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Even though she says 14, still, she knows her shit about the Star Wars universe. And I mean, even Finn refers to Han Solo as the war general, not the smuggler. And she looks at him and is like, no, dude, the smuggler. And then when she finds out that the Jedi and Luke Skywalker and the Force is all real, she just has this look of amazement and awe on her face, like a kid on Christmas, essentially. And I absolutely love that, man. I absolutely love that about Rey's character in The Force Awakens. So that's why that takes the number 2 spot. Number 1, of course, has to be the return of Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, and Mark Hamill. Did we see all 3 of them interact together on screen? No, not at all. Not one bit. Did we get to see the best versions of Han and Luke in all 3 of these movies? No. Again, no. But what we did get was the 3 characters back on screen despite not being reunited, which was a big missed opportunity. We did get to see all 3 characters back on screen. We did get to see Han and Leia broken about the fact the everything that has happened with Luke and Kylo. We get to see Leia and Han kind of regret that they aren't together anymore.
I saw him. Leia, I saw her son. He was here.
And I'm not gonna lie, I teared up when Carrie Fisher walked out of that ship after the First Order's raid on Maz Kanata's. Like, seriously, dude. She comes out, we get the iconic Leia theme, and it's just beautiful, man. R.I.P. Carrie Fisher. She gave her all in all 3 of these movies for what they had and what they worked with. It's just so amazing. I loved it. I loved it. And that is 5 things that I absolutely love about The Force Awakens. I was going to combine all 3 movies into one video, but I decided to give each respective movie its own respective video. So stay tuned for the next top 5 things that I love about The Last Jedi. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to check out more, check out my latest reaction and review to the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, or check out my latest video on Galaxy's Edge. So, if you like that, make sure you click the like and subscribe, and may the Force be with you always. Peace.